Hiya folks, it's a laughing auditor here and I'm coming to you from this location. I'm in Port Talbot, ladies and gentlemen, and I was going to do a job centre, but there's an issue. The issue is that it's shut between 1 and 2 and it's just went 1 o'clock, so I've got a bit of time to kill, and we've got this place here, Port Talbot County Borough Council. So we're going to have a wee nosy in here. There's a police station nearby as well, I'm certain of it. But we'll go and do a wee nosy around here and see what is what, guys. So in the meantime, if you enjoy this video, Jesus, it's Monday. If you enjoy this video, please like it, feel free to share it. And don't forget to pop down and that subscribe button, hit that follow button if you're watching on Facebook, Instagram or TikTok. We'll certainly see if we get any laughs out of whoever it is we come across today. I've made a bit of a faux pas because I've got my mics that's got the sort of windproofing on it, and I've left it in the car because I thought I was going indoors to do a job centre audit. So we'll go indoors and do a council audit. Let's go and see what's occurring in Port Talbot. It's nice and quiet in here. Let's see what the plaques say. The boys of first school who fell in a Great War. What a nice plaque that is. It's the Second World War. Well, I've got quite a few. You can got photographs. I've got some nice photographs up, guys. Some of the
You didn't say 2026.
No. So those who will find out about the history of a big log and a big fish. Let's go find out about a big log and a big fish. Oh, there's a big fish. And there's a big log, I think. Nothing on in there. Looks derelict.
You can't be down here, sorry.
Why?
Because you're not allowed in there.
I don't go. I just went and
Yeah,
had a look.
you're not allowed down here.
But
Sorry,
it says you can come if you can find out.
Yeah, but you can't go down into payroll. You can't go down there.
It's closed anyway.
It doesn't matter. You're not allowed.
Yeah, but I'm not going down.
Right,
I'm not going down there.
Okay, but you have to stay by here. You can't go in
Yeah,
there.
I'm not going down there. You relax. It's the issue. So see all the visitors, man. Jeez, oh, I just came to find out about a big log and a big fish. A big salmon. Barley, voices.
Is it all common? It's all common?
Yeah, it's late, yeah.
Well, you know some safe, well,
Right. Yeah.
as was a bit confused.
What's down here? Staff only through there. the garden bit at the back. Wee overgrown courtyard. Is this open? No, it's closed. Let's see what's upstairs. Oh, look at this thing on the wall. To all in singular. Victoria, by the grace of God. I have no idea what these say. It's all in Welsh. Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you. Oh, staff news here. I've got updates. This is electoral services. There's no one here. Oh, it's alright. I'm fine.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm just doing my nosy.
Alright, okay, no problem. Are you filming?
I am, yeah.
Are you know you're not allowed to film in council buildings?
Yes, I can. Yeah, it's a public place.
Right, I'll just advise security as well.
Yeah, I've came in through reception and that, so they know I'm like.
Did you need any assistance?
No, I was just doing my nosy. I just sort of see what you offer in the council building, to be honest.
Right, okay.
Like,
I'll just make them aware.
yeah, no worries. You have a nice day. Yeah, I'll be floating about somewhere. Yeah, this one open. I don't think it is. It's got a big red light on the little piece thing. I think this is the final floor. Made it to the top. Somebody did.
Can I help?
No, I just do my nosy. I'm alright, thank you.
You alright, sorry?
Just do my nosy.
Have you had permission from downstairs?
I don't need it, no.
No, just wondering, that's all.
No, I came in through downstairs, obviously, but I don't need permission.
Okay, no problem.
Alright, mate, have a lovely day, yeah?
Thank you.
Try and enjoy the sunshine if you can. I can imagine. What's up here? This picture. Additional learning needs, whatever that is, for legal services. The model code of conduct. Interpretation.
Can I help you?
No, I'm alright, thank you.
Okay. Who are you looking for?
No one, I'm just doing my nosy.
Sorry?
No one in particular, I'm just doing my nosy.
Yeah, I don't know whether you're allowed to be in here then really wandering around.
I just walked in, it's all.
Yeah, you shouldn't really. If you're just wandering, you probably should leave.
No, I
Check
should.
with security, okay?
You not have no permission up here.
What?
You have to come down.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You seem really stressed. I come in peace.
I know, but you can't be up here recording.
Yes, I can. I just
No,
walked
you
up.
can't.
I just walked up.
Come on, well, you shouldn't be. Come on.
No, I'm okay, thanks. I'm not done yet.
Out.
Pardon?
You can't be recording
Right,
here.
what's with all the hostility?
You cannot be here.
I can, of course I can. It's a publicly accessible area. What's the issue? I'm visiting Port Talbot. I want to learn a little bit more about
Yeah, but not
Can you go
upstairs.
down? I've explained to you as well, you're not allowed up here and you shouldn't be
It's
filming us.
publicly accessible.
Yeah, but not this area, this is for
I
staff.
don't-
Upstairs is
I'm
out.
not. It says
I've asked what
staff
you need.
only.
If we can't help
Look.
you, then you can leave.
It says staff only.
Yes,
I'm not
but
going
you
in
don't
there.
need- why do you need to be in here?
Because I want to see all the literature, see what's available
Yeah,
for
well,
the people
we
at Port Talbot.
preferred and Sam has asked you, so can you leave?
No,
we need to call
you
the
don't leave,
police.
I'm not-
Why,
Please.
why would you call the police?
Because you're not allowed up here.
But that's not a crime.
But it is.
What
No
crime
one
is
else
that?
comes up here without prior appointments. It's not open since lockdown. this area of the council is not open
It's
to the
not
public.
locked. It's not locked down anymore.
No,
COVID's
but
over.
it's the way things are now. People
I
come up here to
let-
see us have appointments.
Listen, I think we've got off on the wrong foot. I come in peace, okay? At my visit to Port
That's
Talbot,
fine, we
okay?
understand
And
that.
I make little
But we
videos. I
would
travel
prefer
all
you
over
to be
the.
downstairs.
But the fact of the matter is that it's publicly accessible.
Upstairs
So-
is not.
Well,
You're
it's-
filming us,
I
but
just-
you've got
I just
glasses,
walked
a
in.
hat and a mask on.
Correct,
So,
yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that stop filming us then,
I
please.
can't do that, sorry.
Shall I contact Craig, head of legal?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Craig, yeah, we'll speak to
So
Craig.
can you come downstairs, please?
I'll go when I'm ready.
No, you go
I'll be a couple of minutes, don't worry. I'm not
I'll
here.
just phone the police then.
By all means, don't phone 999. It's
Yes,
not.
I'm
It's,
going to.
it's not an emergency.
It is because you were trespassing.
Trespassing is not a crime.
Upstairs it is.
Trespassing is not a crime.
You're not
It's a
allowed
civil
to-
matter. Trust me, it's a civil matter.
No.
You need to relax. Chill out a little bit.
You were filming people that have asked you not to film them.
Yeah, but you're public servants. There's a reasonable expectation the public
but
will
up
put you
here it's
under
not
scrutiny.
public.
Well, it is. I just walked up.
Well, you shouldn't have.
Well, that's not my fault.
So come down. Can you please come downstairs?
I'll-
I'm asking you last time before I phone the police.
I'll-
Will you come downstairs?
I will come down, but
Come on then.
I'll go when I'm ready. I'm not a
You're
dog.
not going when you're
I'm not a
ready.
dog, so don't go.
Right,
Come on
there
then.
we are, phone
Okay.
police, no problem.
Right, you know worries. Have a nice day.
No problem at all.
Bye.
Phone police. You know, hello, can the police please?
Anyway, there's not much else to see here, guys.
Hello, I've got a gentleman in he's coming to the building, he's recording.
Oh no,
He's
help!
actually
Come
up
quick.
to the top floor and he wants to leave. He's wearing a mask as well. And he's been asked numerous of times to leave.
Okay, what's the postcode of the address?
Postcode here is
SA131PJ.
SA131PJ.
One
PJ.
PJ. And he's recorded.
He's recording, yes, and he's refusing to stop. And he's also refusing to come downstairs and leave the building.
I said I would go down. I said go when I'm ready.
And you.
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't refuse at all.
And he's not listening, I'm the security here.
Right. Security checking in on the access.
Yeah, I've tried. He's refusing.
Okay.
He's actually standing right here next to me now, recording me on the phone here.
Okay.
That's a good issue is. It's not a fuss or nothing.
He's wearing cream trousers, white t-shirt, dark glasses, black hat and a black mask.
And a black bag.
And a black rucksack as well, as he's just pointed out.
Sorry mate, are you recording me by any chance?
No.
No. Just because if you are, you need to comply with GDPR.
No.
So that's no worries.
And what was your name?
No issues.
Sam.
I got it up there. Officers connect to you now, okay?
Thank you very much.
Alright.
Thank you. Bye.
Anywho, let's crack on. Got an audience, ladies and gentlemen. Jeez.
Well, everyone's concerned.
Pardon?
They're concerned.
Yeah, listen, I've been perfectly polite and I'm not trying to put anyone out, and I've explained that I'm a visitor to Port Talbot,
Yeah.
and I've come to the council to learn more about Port Talbot, but also to see what local services are available for the people in this
So
sort of
why
community.
wouldn't you go downstairs and ask the information desk all of that, rather than wander around with a
Because
camera?
you've got all this stuff on the wall. I don't need to. There's like QR codes everywhere and all this sort of stuff. So I really don't need to. I don't want to put anyone out. Like
It's make people concerned, does it, under a terrorist act?
terrorist act.
Well, where you're behaving at the moment could be seen as, I don't know, evocative.
Evocative.
You know, wander around, mask on, filming,
I appreciate
carrying
that.
a black backpack.
Yeah.
People would be worried.
But
wouldn't they?
that's why I'm trying to be civil and sort of explain what I'm doing here. You know, like and trying to put people's concerns. As I said to the lady at the very start of the conversation, I come in peace. I've got no nefarious intent. But I just don't see the connection to the terrorism act, I'm
Well,
afraid.
that's because you're acting in a suspicious way.
What way is that?
Dark glasses, dark hat, mask on, filming.
Right, okay,
you,
can I-
you can understand why people would get
Yeah,
concerned.
can I ask you something though? Is Port Talbot an inclusive council?
I would think
Is
so.
it
Yeah.
inclusive, yeah. So, if a lady came in, say an Islamic lady with a niqab on, would you harass her for having her face covered?
No.
No. So,
But if she wandered around the building with a camera,
Would you
I would
ask-
refuse.
but would you-
I would ask her questions.
But would you ask her about her face covering?
Well, I'd ask her about why she was in the building.
But you've made a particular point of pointing out that I've got my face covered and whatever else. Would you do that to that lady? You wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't.
No, I don't think I
Of course you
would.
wouldn't. So why do you feel it appropriate to do it to me?
The way that you're acting apart from that.
What? By telling you what I'm here to do?
Well,
Like,
it's just the way you're behaving.
In what way?
It's slightly suspicious.
what's suspicious about it? I've told you that I'm a visitor to Port Talbot. I've been very open why I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's
keeping any secrets.
intimidating with the camera and when people have asked you not to as well. Doesn't feel very nice.
But that's why I've been very polite. You were very sort of shouty to me, and
No, you have been polite.
Because I had a very
I'm trying to be
nasty
polite, and I'm trying to
multiple
tell you
times.
guys sort of what the situation is.
Up here, downstairs.
You phoned
it's fine.
999 for something that didn't really need
Well,
999.
yeah.
It's a waste of resources.
Downstairs,
But it's
fine.
unusual, isn't it?
It may be unusual, and that's why I'm explaining what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, and I appreciate that you might not have situations like this happen very often, but that's why I'm trying to explain.
Yeah.
Like,
Part
I've got
of
a,
our training, our duty is to make sure that we follow our protocol, and your behaviour is slightly suspicious.
but what
and
about
that's
like,
fine.
again?
You
Like,
would come and spoken first.
you keep saying it's suspicious. I don't know what's
If you
suspicious
would
about it.
come and spoken first and explained what you were doing,
But I didn't need to do that though.
but to come up here, yes.
But it's
Up
just
here,
open.
Up
Like,
here, but up here, nobody's allowed.
one of the guys held the door open for
An
me.
appointment only.
Guy held the door open for me and let me in the floor below. Like, and it's all open to the public. It's like you've got public information everywhere telling you about what the values are, what your vision is, what your purpose is of the council. All that's for the
I
public.
don't think all areas are open to the public.
That's correct. So you see all the doors have got staff only, and at no point if I went past any of those doors, anything that says staff only is clearly designated not for members of the public. So if it says staff only on that door there, for example, behind you, what does that make this?
Yeah, I suppose public access. Yeah.
Public access. So again, like, there is public access. I've not breached any doors. I've not like broken in anywhere. I've not pushed past any gates or anything like that.
No, you're
We're
right.
not suggesting that.
But I've been able to walk up here and it's publicly accessible. It makes it a public place, and as such, I'm well within my rights to come and record here. You know, like, but that's why I'm happy to explain
But
what I'm doing.
since lockdown, as I've explained to you, once this area isn't publicly accessible unless you have an appointment.
Right. So let me stop you
Which is
because
why I asked, could I
it's
help you? And you said you don't want anything,
so
then you
listen.
should leave.
I
Really.
appreciate you probably did close this place because of lockdown and whatnot, but that then doesn't stop it being publicly accessible. Your colleagues just said that there's public access here. I was able
There
to walk
is to
in.
the ground
If
floor
it was,
for people to deal with reception
if there was a
staff.
sign on the outside of that door that said staff only, I wouldn't be stood here right now. You know,
But
and
if
it was
you don't want
open.
anything, why are you in here filming us all?
As I said,
my colleagues have said,
as I
it's
said
quite
to your colleague,
intimidating.
so I've got a YouTube channel, okay, and I travel up and down the country and I visit places
So
of
would
public
you put
interest.
people on YouTube without the
So you're
content?
talking about GDPR,
within-
you're breaching
Yeah,
GDPR.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
so let me stop you there. First of all, in a public place, there's no expectation of privacy, so I don't need anyone's
To
consent.
put somebody online, you
Not
have to.
not in a public place.
No, it doesn't.
And GDPR, I'm NUG affiliated, so as a journalist, I'm exempt from pretty much most of GDPR as I go about doing my reporting. So there is a journalistic exemption that,
So
that
you're a
applies.
journalist.
Correct, yeah, I'm affiliated with NUG. Yeah.
Okay. It is still intimidating and unusual behaviour.
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying my best to explain to you guys. As for the mask, and I'll tell you why I wear a mask. So I go about and I interact with countless people. As you pointed out, COVID was not too long ago. I've got a compromised immune system, and because I come across countless strangers on a daily basis, I do that to protect
But
myself.
aren't you putting yourself more at risk by doing what you're doing then? If
So
you've
that
got
would
a
be
compromised
but that
immune
would be
system?
discrimination based on
Well-
health. It would be. So I'm not allowed to do my job because I'm disabled. Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't mean that. I just asked a question, that's
Yeah.
all.
So like that would be like. I think we should encourage people with serious
Yeah.
health conditions and disabilities into the workplace, and I don't think I should be sort of deterred from doing my job simply because I've got a health condition, you know.
Yeah,
But-
but
and again, I don't have to tell you guys this, but I
No.
am trying to allay your concerns, you know.
Yeah. But as we've already explained, you're up here when you don't really need to be up here, do you?
Well, I do, yeah, because part of
Do what though?
because I'm making a documentary, you know, and part of my film is to go about places of public interest, usually taxpayer funded, and see what local services are on offer at those sort of particular places, and sort of highlight how our tax monies are being spent.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I will point out in this sort of what I've seen right off the bat, I've seen a couple of empty, derelict looking sort of offices, which I would say is a misuse of public funds. I think these sort of parts of the building could be used for other things.
Okay, well that's your
You know,
opinion.
that's of course it's my opinion. Yeah, of course it's my opinion. Like, of course, and yeah, that's just an observation that I've made right off the bat. But as I say, yeah, it is what it is. Like, have I answered your questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, yeah, you have.
Yes.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Would
Anyway,
you be willing to come downstairs now?
I'm going to go downstairs now. Yeah, there's nothing else going on here. Like,
Thank you.
you're very welcome. As I say, I come in peace. I'm not here to cause anyone any problem. What I would say is, though, you have security here, yeah? So see if you don't want people sort of going into these sections, all you need to do is just do what you've done with the other doors and put a staff only sign up.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same down here, same pretty much in all the places that I've been. Like, what's that chest for?
That's for the, it's just you.
Is it like ornamental?
Yeah.
It looks old.
Yeah, it is.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I like
It's an old
the
one,
I like the wee thing about the log and the fish.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little bit of history here.
Yeah, that's a lovely
I'm going to hang about though because you phoned the police. It's kind of what I have to do, like, just because I don't want them wasting resources, you know, looking for me trawling the streets. I'll go back up soon, guys. Anywho, start the clock, ladies and gentlemen. A resident survey. It looks massive. Oh, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's huge. It's got like, how many pages it's got? It's up until 4:30, ladies and gentlemen. My computer sells up. What's the computer for?
Oh, that's not in use right now.
What's it generally used for when it is in use? So just for anyone can come and use it?
Yeah, it was used for people to be able to use the council's website.
Is that it? Yeah, right, okay. Makes perfect sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
What's through the other side? Oh, I think it's open. Oh, it is. Oh, it's a security office. Oh, it stinks back here. Look at this thing. Right Honourable Lord Morris of Aberfon. How do you say hello in Welsh? Or maybe they don't speak Welsh. That never crossed my mind. Oh well. Poor show. Yeah, I've just seen guys. I don't know why I didn't notice it earlier because it's behind this thing. In public areas only, look. Jeez. It's the first time I've seen a sign that corroborates what it is that I'm here to do.
Did you stop filming?
No, I'm allowed to film in public areas. It says on the sign, look.
Yeah, but I don't want you filming me.
You
So
just
stop.
go away then.
Put the camera in my face.
It's not in your face. What are you talking about? You need to relax in this place, man. You've got a sign saying you can film in public areas and then they give you a whole bunch of grief. That's how they treat all the visitors to this place. It's going to be a poor show for Port Talbot. Absolute poor show. Right, folks, I'm going for a wander through the building again. Let's go back upstairs. a shame. That should open it up for the staff to have their lunch in that in the summer. That's a seal of approval. He's open. New security woman, I think she's hanging about out there waiting on the police. That's what does my head in, guys. I wait hours and hours, waste hours of my life waiting on police, and most of the times they never show up. Whoa, geez, you know, I fell over. They say, read it. Filming in this building is permitted in public areas only. Why would you have a sign up saying you could film in the public areas of the building and then tell me I can't film in it? Pardon? It says, why would you have a sign up saying that you can film in the public areas of the building?
I can't. Can you repeat that?
Why would you have a sign up that says you can film in the public areas of the building and then tell me that I can't do that?
No. You need to read it.
No, you need to read it.
Properly.
Read it.
No, you read it properly.
I did read it.
Where an expectation of privacy exists, so that's
Right.
very much this area with customer services. Now you are covering your face, so that's not great.
I've already spoke to that. So it's very discriminatory the way these are behaving today.
Say that again?
It's very discriminatory the way you are behaving today. When you keep pointing out my mask, I wear it for a health reason. I explained that to your security.
Right, okay.
So
That's fine then.
just you're harassing me for
No,
for
that's
being
fine.
disabled. No, you're harassing me for being disabled because you're not the only person that said it. It's outrageous. You wouldn't do that to a lady in a cab coming in, would you? It's outrageous.
I have not asked you. I'm telling you, if you were wearing for health reasons, that's fine.
Outrageous. It does say, but it's not limited to meeting rooms and toilet facilities. An expectation of privacy, it's not going to be at a reception in a public lobby. Like, if they wanted stuff like that to be kept private, they'd have made it private. Let them bump their gums. Let them bump their gums, ladies and gentlemen. Whinging and whinging and whinging. Shocking the way they treat visitors to this place.
Listen, you can film here, you can go here.
It's a public
Film that.
place.
I'm telling you where you can film.
No, you don't tell me nothing. I don't work for you. You're not my boss.
You can't film
I can film that.
interactions with customers.
Right, well, you need to make it private. It's not my problem. You guys need to protect those conversations if you want to protect it. It's a public place. Like, what part of that don't you understand? Is this the way you treat all the visitors to Port Talbot? It's a very poor showing. It's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace.
Has he been anywhere else in the building or anything?
I've got to the top floors, which isn't permitted.
It's not true.
Appointment only. Right. I asked him to leave and he wouldn't come down.
I did come down.
Yeah.
Why are you lying to the police? When I've got it all on video, why would you lie to the police when I've got it all on video? You said that you asked me to
I've asked you to come back down many times.
You asked me to come down, and I came down with you. We walked together down the stairs.
Loads of times firstly.
I said I would go. I said I'd go when I'm finished. Anyway. Yeah, let's go. Come on. No, I'll do it in here. Yeah. That's fine. How you doing? Okay.
Yes, okay. Thanks for filming as well.
Yeah, I appreciate you letting me know. Thank
Yeah,
you.
okay.
Do you mind not surrounding me, please?
Yeah, I like no,
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I just want to get away from the other members of the family.
I don't mind them listening. I don't care.
But
Can we move just by? Cheers.
sorry, thank you. I'm just trying to get out of people's way, so.
Yeah. How you doing? Okay.
I'm alright. What's going on today then?
Nothing much. I've just come to Port Talbot Council to make a video, and I've just had a look around the building. I've stayed within the public areas at all time. The lady's lied to you. She's categorically lied to you because one of the guys upstairs clearly said that where I was public access.
Right.
All the other doors upstairs that say staff only, I didn't go beyond.
Okay.
I stayed within the publicly accessible areas. As you can see, the stairs are open to the public. There's services up there that members of the public can use. There's literature up there that members of the public can read. So I went up there, I had a little bit nosy. She came up, she was very aggressive, you know. I've been very polite, I've been very sort of cordial, I've tried my best to explain what it is I'm doing here. And the gentleman that told me where I was public. Even he agreed that, yeah, I've been perfectly polite and I have answered her questions. And then she asked me to come downstairs, albeit I didn't do it straight away because I wasn't finished doing my little bit of filming where I was. Okay. And then she did say, are you going to come downstairs? And I said, yeah. Right, okay. And I came with her down the stairs. Okay. So she's lied to you, you know. Do you guys mind identifying yourself, please?
BCN, but I'm from Sandfields.
Sandfields?
Sandfields, that's the station.
Is that a local one? There's one near here, is there not?
Used to be in town, but that's closed a few years ago.
Is it? Right, okay.
Yeah, so we're all
and yourself?
Please, yourself, Simon Cooper from Sandfields, please.
Oh, I appreciate that. Have you got your designation card by any chance? Do you mind if I see it? No, the designation card, the list of powers that's been granted to you by the Chief Constable. You should have it on you all the times. You know you're supposed to carry that, yeah. No worries.
Can I ask what the purposes of the filming?
As I say, I've got a YouTube channel. I travel up and down the country. I visit places of public interest, and I make videos on them. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Right. So what's your plan now for now?
Finish up this video and toddle off.
How long is that going to be?
How long's a bit of string, you know.
Obviously, there's been a little bit of an issue with filming near where they have an appointment.
Yeah, so like you're allowed to film. So the sign clearly states that I can film in a public area.
Yeah.
And it does sort of say that private interview rooms and whatnot. It's not limited to it, but private interview rooms and whatnot. Yeah. They would appreciate that people don't film in there. Now, this is a public lobby, you know. If I didn't record it, what's to stop me just sitting down and listening and writing stuff down, you know? If the obligation's on them, in other words, to make it private. Yeah. If they're that sensitive about it, then they really need to take steps.
Just so decency, maybe it would be best if you didn't film around where there's potentially been speaking about private things possibly, do you think? Yeah. I mean, if it was shoes on the other foot, do you think?
Again, like I do appreciate what you're saying. But that being said, it's, as I say, it's a public area, so I'm well within my rights to record it. You know, like, I mean, the lady's phone 999 as well. It's preposterous. Like, there's no crime being committed. You guys, there's nothing. You shouldn't be here. You know, these guys have better things to be doing than a man with a camera. It's ridiculous.
Called, wasn't it? So
I did say to her, don't phone 999. She went, I'm going to phone 999. And I was like, why would you do that? Like, because I've been, like, I was talking to them the way I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
Simon, would you mind going and have a chat with me just to confirm everything? Take some details from the way so yeah, look. Simon, should you go there, look. Cheers, thank you.
He's a big lump, isn't he? Yeah, he's a big lad.
Yeah, because I'm only little, so I'd like to take him.
Yeah, okay, you got some big backup. It makes sense.
So would you be happy to give me your details at all?
No, thank you. No. Unless I'm obliged to.
I understand it.
Yeah, fair enough.
There doesn't seem to be any criminal offences at the moment.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
But also I'm a little bit concerned that there potentially might be a breach of the peace or something like that if you continue to stay here. And it's obviously a little bit not heated, but
no, it wasn't heated.
No, but there's been something obviously.
It's only because you lied to you.
There's been a disagreement there.
There has been a disagreement, but people are allowed to disagree. A disagreement doesn't constitute.
Sorry, we're in your way here.
A disagreement doesn't constitute a breach of the peace.
No.
And
but that's my concern is that it possibly would escalate potentially.
I can assure you, it's not my part.
No,
you know what I mean. So
to
prevent a breach of the peace, I'd say because the lady was really aggressive, and I've been very calm and cordial and polite.
At the same time, these people were cured and
I'm accessing the services
here. I know you're accessing, you're accessing services in terms of you come into film anyway. I don't know, are you accessing actually services?
Yes, I'm accessing the public literature. I'm seeing what local services are available to share with my viewers.
Right.
Like it's.
So have you? So what sort of services are you after to find out about
I've
them? 'Cause
found out
there's-
loads of stuff. There's a singing competition on.
Yeah, no, I mean,
you've
like,
you've got
have you got anything that you left to look at? Is what I'm trying to say. What I prefer
I
to
do,
is,
yeah.
what I prefer to do is for this to sort of come to like a natural conclusion.
yeah. I tell you what the natural conclusion will be is that
Yeah.
you can explain to the council people that first of all they should be phoning 999 for something that's clearly not an emergency. Second of all, it's a public place. I'm well within my rights to record. They leave me alone.
Yeah.
You guys can go about your day, and then I'll just disappear into the ether. You'll never see the likes of me again.
The
know.
only issue with that is I don't know how. I don't know. I just don't want us to leave and for us to have a further call.
There will not be enough
Do you know what I
for the
mean?
call. I can assure you that.
That's
Like,
what I'm trying to
like,
avoid.
you can only listen. If what you're saying about the breach of the peace, I appreciate that, but you can only base that on what's happened. Now I've had full video footage of the whole thing.
Yeah.
They don't. I've got full audio footage of the whole
Want to show
thing.
me anything?
What's there to show? It's
Well, I
me.
don't know, just to confirm that everything was very cordial earlier or something, that there wasn't any sort of
So again,
aggravation.
you can take my word for that. I can show you it, but I'm not showing you it just now. I can show you it at a later stage.
Right.
Just simply because this is for a piece of content that I'm creating. And I'm more than happy to share it with
Do you
you.
work for anyone in terms of...
No, I'm self-employed. Yeah, I'm self-employed. Yeah. I did say to the guy as well, I'm NUG affiliated.
Sorry?
I'm NUG affiliated. NUG. I'm a journalist, yeah.
Right, okay.
So like I explained all that to those guys and answered all the questions. They asked about the mask. I explained to them that I have a compromised immune system,
Okay.
and that's why I wear it, because I come into contact with countless people that I don't know, and it's for my own preservation at that point.
If you want to wear a mask or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's my face. I could cover it if I want, but I did explain that to them anyway to try and sort of put them at ease. And like, as I say, when I was upstairs, it's all on the recording. I asked them, I was like, if I answered all your questions, they went, yeah. And they agreed that I'd been polite and cordial. There was no sort of areas of contention. There was no arguments as such. There was a healthy debate, I would say. The only thing I took issue with was when the lady lied to you. You know, it's
Then
not.
She might have perceived it slightly differently to you.
Oh no,
Possibly,
it's
isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
categorically, it's categorical. Like she lied to you twice, and as I say, I've got the witness that doesn't lie. There's no reason to. I'm going to publish all of this. So
Where would you publish it on your
YouTube,
channel?
yeah,
Have you
correct.
Are you willing to tell me what the YouTube channel is? Or not?
nah, you're all right. Like, nah, I appreciate you asking. No, like you've been very nice. Like to be fair, so but no, I'm not going to tell you that.
Okay, no worries. How long do you think you got left, or what do you plan on doing? I know you say how long's a piece of string, and I understand it's
Fishing.
it's a council thing. I just want to be able to, sort of, like you said, I have got loads of other things we need to be
I won't be
doing
hanging
here.
about for long. I
Yeah,
can assure you
we
that.
need to
Like,
be- you know what I mean?
if
But
you
if
guys
we-
go, and I'm left alone, I'll be right behind you. You know, but you guys do need to go first. Otherwise, I'm going under duress at that point.
Right.
And there is freedom of the press in this country, and
Yeah.
I'm simply exercising my rights as I see fit.
Okay, I do
You
understand.
know, like,
You understand from our perspective, like, you know what I mean, that
I'm not unreasonable, my friend.
No,
That's
I'm
why
not
I'm
being
answering your
unreasonable.
questions. You know,
No,
like,
I'm not being unreasonable, am I?
no, not at
No.
all. And apart from not giving my personal details and the name of my channel, like
Yeah.
I'm trying my best to answer
Yeah,
all
no,
your
no, I
questions
know, I
as
understand.
frankly as possible. You
Yeah.
know, just like I done with the council's officials upstairs, and in the same sort of frank sort of
Yeah.
conversation we're having now, same sort of tone. So like, there's nothing more I can really add to at this point. You know, like.
so what you're saying is essentially, if we leave,
They leave me alone, and I'm done. Listen, I've covered pretty much everything in here anyway. It's
yeah,
not.
as we say, how long have you been here? There's not that huge amount.
Well, I was only upstairs for about 10 minutes or so, and then I came back down, and most of the time just been waiting on you guys. As soon as it says the photo, as
You
soon
haven't
as,
had any appointments to do anything?
no, as I say, I do videos on specific locations to share with my viewers so they can see whether they're from the local area or whether from other parts of the UK or the world. They can see what it's like, a sort of POV point of view, video of Port Talbot Council in this instance.
Have you been to see any other places in Port Talbot? Like,
No, I've not.
Yeah,
It's my first time here. It's
First
quiet.
time here?
Yeah,
Come here.
it's a quiet little town.
Yeah, it can be. It's not always.
Is it not? No, can you get a bit wild, yeah.
No, I wouldn't say wild. No, it's a nice town.
How long have you been a constable for?
18 years.
18 years.
Yes, I know.
Bet you've
I
seen
know,
a lot of change
I
in
look
it.
young, don't I?
You do look very young for 18 years.
I joke, yeah.
No, genuinely, like, I'm not just saying that. I don't give out compliments for nothing, you
No,
know.
no. I was only joking.
18 years.
Yeah.
I've met police officers that have been in for half that time, and they've all went bald, and they're like 20 years past their best. Like.
So, if you don't mind, I'll have a little chat with my colleague here.
Yeah.
And then just to confirm what the lady has said, and then we'll come back and have a little chat with you if that's okay.
Yeah, okay, I'll hang about. Yeah, of course,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, mate.
If you just, for a moment, just refrain from going anywhere that...
I'm going to stay in this reception. I'm not going to go out. I'm not disappearing. I'm hanging about. Like, you told me to wait, I'll wait.
Thank you.
I've got nothing to hide. Now grab a seat. How about that? You seem pretty reasonable. You seem really nice.
That's where we are. Is that okay?
Anything you want me to
Yeah. Thank you. Okay?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How do you say hello in Welsh?
Well, do you want to say Shwmai is a good one?
Shwmai.
Shwmai, that's like more of a sit mai. It's like a short thing for sit mai tea.
Right,
It's
okay.
like, how are you? But there's hello is bore da is good morning, and
Bore ma.
pronoun da is good afternoon.
Is it? Right, okay. That's good. I'll include that in my video then.
Yeah.
How do you say goodbye?
Dabo we say.
Dabo we say?
Dabo.
Dabo?
Yeah.
Oh, Dabo we say.
Yeah,
right,
we
okay.
say
Yeah,
Dabo,
I get you now. Like, it looks like such a complicated language,
It
you
is
know.
a complicated language, yeah.
I came away like the different, like, obviously in Scotland we've got Gaelic, but like
It's not.
it's
very
not in
similar.
it's not in it, but it's
No.
not. It's not even that. It's the way it's used. It's not been rolled out as much as what you see in Welsh.
No,
like
there is a big push to try and get the
people
Welsh
speaking
language.
yeah, it should. Like,
But, yeah, like my kids both go to Welsh speaking schools and stuff, and they fluent in Welsh and stuff.
I remember in Glasgow there was only one school at one point that taught Gaelic.
Is it?
Yeah, at one point, like
Is it not? There's not a push on it.
not really, not sort of down from the Highlands. It's
They
not so
try
much.
the government want to add the percentage up of Welsh speakers up to, I think it's like up to like 40 or 50% in the next 10 years or something like that.
Yeah, they should. It's
Whether
like,
it's achievable or not, it'd be good. It'd be nice if we could. But,
do you speak Welsh?
I'm not fluent, but I can hold the
You
conversation.
can understand it,
I can hold
yeah.
the conversation with like a 10-year-old.
Right, okay.
But,
At least you're honest.
yeah.
What about yourself? Can you speak Welsh?
Very, very like I'm from Manchester originally.
Are you? Right, okay.
So, nice.
Are you red or blue?
Blue.
Are you blue? Fair enough. I'm not getting into that later. Anyway,
Wrong shape ball for me. But anyway.
All right,
so,
gentlemen.
what's your plans now? Are you going to be leaving fairly
let's just go.
shortly?
Yeah, I'll be a few minutes behind you. I keep my word as well.
Okay.
So
We are going to probably just hang around, right? Outside. I'm not saying that we're going to leave. But we're not going to be, as long as you come out, then there's been no issue.
if I can't see you, then I'll be gone.
You won't be speaking to us,
But-
then you won't need to speak to us, alright? Okay?
I don't want to be able to see you though, because otherwise
Okay,
it's
yeah,
under duress.
we'll
Go
go
for a
around the
wander.
corner and stuff.
And I promise you, like, because where was I yesterday? I was in Bridgend yesterday, and I did the same thing. Not at Bridgend Council or whatever it is through there. I was doing a job centre, and two constables came out as well. And something about the Welsh police, very, very polite, and like I don't know what it is, but he's a very polite, very nice compared to some of the other police services I've interacted with. But they said the same thing. They're like, "Oh, we'll wait outside." I said, "I'll keep my words.
Yeah.
Like I'll go. If you go, I'll go." And right enough, I disappeared straight
Okay.
after them. So
Right.
I'm not here to pull any fast
Good,
stunts or
okay.
anything. All right.
Right.
Like,
But the concern is, I know there's just don't try not to film any like interactions
Yeah,
with members of the public,
like,
any details of them.
so
Right? I just asking out.
I kind of forgot.
Courtesy,
Yeah,
you know.
I kind of forgot to mention it. That when it comes to these sort of places, members of the public are not the focus of my attention. You know,
Yeah.
like, so I'm not here to film members of the public. I'm not here to sort of obstruct anyone or sort of get in anyone's way if they are having private conversations. I was making the point that, yeah, you do have those 2 desks there, but it is within a public place. So hypothetically, if I did record any sort of conversations, then the onus is on the council.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Hypothetically, like,
I do understand.
but I
that
appreciate
that's not
that-
your main concern.
Yeah.
Is filming people's details. I understand that, but if it's sort of done accidentally and things like that, people might not want that conversation to be recorded. And I get what you're saying this on this. So if you can just try and avoid that for us, yeah, you know, try and avoid.
well, I'm not hanging about much longer anyway, to be
Alright.
fair. So the only reason I was sat over there was because all these seats were full.
Yeah,
so
yeah, no worries.
so there was only seat available.
Do you have
But
do you have a rough time frame how long you think you're going to be possibly?
you keep asking.
I know. Well,
I'm not going to answer
you. Said,
you.
like you said at the
I'm
start.
not going to
got other
answer you. I
stuff
want you
do
to
as
trust
well,
me.
so-
I want you to
well,
trust me.
Well, I don't know you the way. I don't know.
You don't know me again,
yeah.
but like if we were more trusting of people we didn't know, I think the world would get on a little
I
bit
know.
better. You know, give people a break.
I'm just trying to have a rough idea. 'Cause
but
I don't want to go to the next thing and then there's another one and then.
I guarantee you that will not happen. Okay.
Okay.
On
So
my children's life,
Right,
I
okay.
guarantee that won't
Right,
happen.
don't worry. We'll just speak to the staff and make sure that's going to be the plan and stuff. We'll have they can have our mobile numbers and stuff in case there are any
100%,
issues.
yeah.
And then
And listen, if it did happen, then you're well within your rights to come and deal with me in a more severe manner. You know what I mean?
But
Like if it is
we- I
sort of
don't-
breach of the peace
I
or
really don't wanna
Section
do that.
5 or something
But
like that. But that's not going to
there's
happen.
There's
That's
absolutely no reason
that's
to do that.
that's
is
how
there?
that's how confident I am. it's not going to happen.
There's
You
absolutely
know,
no
like,
reason for us to do that,
no.
is there? So,
do you know what I
at the
mean? Like
moment-
if because unfortunately for me, I interact with a lot of police officers
Yeah.
because I go all
get
over the
you.
place.
Yeah.
And not all police officers are nice, and when they aren't very nice, I'm not as accommodating. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, I take people as they come. You treat me nice, I treat you nice
right.
back.
That's exactly my output on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's because of that reason that I'm trying to be as open with you
Yeah,
as possible and
cool.
tell you that that's nothing for you to worry
Definitely.
about. And I hope that you do trust you, and like it'll be repaid. I guarantee you that.
All right.
And
Okay. No
hopefully.
worries. So
'Cause I know the job can make you a little bit cynical, you know. Like I can understand that you hear a lot of BS from people saying, "Oh, I'll do this and I'll do that," and then they end up mucking about.
exactly,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? But I get it.
But we also give people a chance and then
Benefit of the
hopefully
doubt,
yeah,
yeah.
benefit of the doubt and hopefully get
Alright.
sorted then. But we're going to speak to the staff here again, the guys who phoned us.
Who's your taser?
Out of compliance, so I can't take it.
What do you mean out of compliance? What does
As
that
in,
mean?
like I have, you've got to have refresher training once a year.
Do you, right?
So
Okay.
so through whatever reason that I've missed the training, so obviously I'm not taking it out then because I would be
You wouldn't be allowed to.
yeah,
Unlawful.
if I did.
Are you going to do the training again?
I will be as soon as I can now. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think-
quite yet. Not yet.
And what about yourself? Are you going to try and become a fully fledged PC?
Bit too long in the tooth.
You think, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
You're never too long in a tooth. Age is just a number, my friend.
You know, a bit
You
too
know.
long in the tooth. Though.
All right, gentlemen. He's a
Right.
credit. He's a credit to the community. I'll give you that much.
Thank you very
Like,
much. Right.
the local community is very grateful.
No
I'd
offence.
imagine.
Hope we don't cross paths in
Uh,
this.
none offence taken, my friend. The feeling's mutual. All right.
right, okay,
Have a
thank you.
lovely day, gentlemen.
And you.
Oh.
Cheers.
Right, we'll wait for them to go, and then I'm going. Let's see where they're off to. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Right. Oh, the lady's on the phone. I was going to ask her to end in the right foot because we got off in the wrong foot. Alright folks, I think I am going to go. I think they've disappeared. Yeah, they've gone. Good, miss. Right, I was going to try and end in a cordial tone, but no such luck. Alright folks, police have gone, they've disappeared, I'm off. I stay true to my word, ladies and gentlemen. Shall I get to say goodbye to security lady? And I love the opportunity to end on the right foot rather than how we started. We didn't start very well, did we guys? It's very noisy out here. Oh, doing some building works on the council. These coppers are around here. I just want to go around and say I told them. Told you so, that's all I want to say. We're going. I'm going. Alright, yeah, I told you I keep my words. I told you I keep my words. God bless him. Ah, nice guy. Right, I know he's not my friend, guys. Listen, I don't want you thinking that because I'm nice to these people that I think they're my friends and that I'm not acutely aware of whether or not a police officer would try and get me on something. Like, do I think he's one of the good ones? I genuinely do. You know, I genuinely think he is one of the good ones. 18 years. It doesn't look like he's been in the police force for 18 years. So that tells you a lot. He's not let the job get to him. So I'm hoping that he takes a calm, measured approach in everything that he does. He does push it a little bit, says I don't film this, don't film that, but that can't be helped, you know. Look at this place, guys. Maybe somebody could tell me what that used to be. I feel like it was, it says Bethany AD 1879, so it is a fairly old building. I don't know what happened to it. An old asylum or something on, if it's haunted. Port Talbot. Not too shabby about here, folks, not too shabby at all. Well, the police officers didn't seem too keen, so maybe I've got the wrong impression, I've just got it on a nice day, who knows. So guys, apart from that sort of derelict building down there, I've just come in for a coffee here at Selections in Port Talbot, and I've got to say, it's a proper family run local business. I says to the guy I'd do a wee segment for him for nothing. If you do come to Port Talbot, please come and get a coffee for you, support your local businesses. The guy absolutely is an absolute diamond. His parents own it, and yeah, it's been here 8 years. It went all through COVID, it's still standing, so fair play to him. The service is absolutely phenomenal. I don't normally do this, as you are aware, but it was just so nice that I said to him, I'm going to plug your coffee shop. So if you're in Port Talbot, ladies and gentlemen, get down to Selections. Go and they do some nice food and that in there as well. The cakes look absolutely phenomenal. Obviously, maybe diabetic, I've avoided it. But yeah, if you do come and visit here, apparently there's a lovely beach. So if you're in Wales and you want to get off the beaten track, come to Port Talbot. Might not, you know what I mean, it's a small little town. I'm sure they'd appreciate the custom. If you do pop in for a coffee, tell them TLA sent you. And yeah, as I say, I hope if you do come you enjoy it, because I'm going to enjoy this coffee that I've just got. Anyway, you're probably wondering why I'm not I don't get really angry at people and I'm being really nice in the last few videos. It's a conscious decision I've made, guys. It doesn't always happen, I'm flawed, I am just a man after all. But I don't enjoy the way that I get in these videos, guys, where I get really upset, really angry at some of the treatment. Sometimes it can't be helped, you know, when I'm being violated in certain ways by police, security, whatever, you know. But generally speaking, I think I was going into it with the wrong attitude, being far too confrontational, and it's just not good for your health. It's not good for me, it's not good for my family, it's not good for anybody. It's probably good for you guys probably enjoy watching the conflict. And so I'm trying my best to take a different approach to dealing with people, instead of going straight to sort of conflict if it can be helped. So that's why the last few places I've been to, I don't think it's warranted any sort of any stronger language that I've used, you know. And I'm trying to be as polite and as cordial as possible, just simply for my own peace of mind. It's not good being so angry at silly little things. But again, I am just a man. I am extremely flawed, but I am trying my best, so that's why, despite these people being a little bit too much, that I find better ways to deal with these situations and try and use my vocabulary, my conversation skills, my communication skills to de-escalate and try and communicate a lot better with these individuals. But that's it, guys. I'm calling it time, calling it quits, calling it a day. That has been Port Talbot Council. What do you think? Some shocking behaviour though, some shocking things about like the mask getting completely harassed for it. Not really acceptable, but it is what it is. We deal with it, we move on, and that's that. So if you have enjoyed this video, guys, please like it, feel free to share it. Don't forget to pop down, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button if you're watching on Facebook, Instagram or TikTok. You've been watching Laughing Auditor. That was Port Talbot County Borough Council, whatever you call it. I'm out of here. Jeez, I'll see you all very soon. God bless, bye bye.